I don't know what it is with these thermometer companies, but they keep sending me stuff to review. So yet again, another thermometer review, this time a new company called ThermoMaven. It's a 2-probe wireless thermometer. We're going to take a look at it, unbox it, and run it through its paces. I'm Dave. This is Dave's House of Barbecue. Welcome home. So I get contacted pretty much weekly by different companies asking to review a thermometer, asking to review a wireless probe, or I get offers from all sorts of stuff. You would think with such a small YouTube channel that I have, why would I get offers? But everything from gym shoes. I had someone want to send me out a foot spa. I don't know. There's just all sorts of weird things that they ask me to review. But I get a lot of offers from thermometer companies, and I have a couple that I kind of stick with. But I was intrigued by this company. It's a company I have not reviewed before. It's called ThermoMaven, and they asked me to review their 2-probe wireless Wi-Fi enabled thermometer. And I said, it looked like a pretty good product. The reviews that were online looked pretty solid, so I told them, sure, I'll give it a shot and see how it does. I'm a big fan of the wireless, the Wi-Fi versions of these probes. I've had some older probes in the past that were just Bluetooth. And the way those would work is there was a Bluetooth inside the wireless probe, and that would connect, either to your phone for a certain short distance, or it would connect to the base, and that would amplify the signal, and you'd usually get, your house covered or something like that. These also have Wi-Fi involved, which connect to your Wi-Fi signal in your house, and then you can pick up your temperatures anywhere. You can go out and run errands, you can go down the street, you can go, anywhere on your property, but that you can get a Wi-Fi signal. Actually, you don't even need a Wi-Fi signal, you can do it over cellular. But anywhere you get a signal, you will be able to get the readings from your thermometer. So let's go through the particulars. We're going to unbox this thing first, and then I'll tell you all the specifications and stuff, and then we're going to do a couple of rotisserie chickens and put one probe in each. I like using these for rotisserie chickens because obviously if you have a wire, you're only going to get about 2 revolutions and then you're out of luck. But with these, it's great because anything I put on the rotisserie, prime rib, or if I'm doing chickens or turkey or something like that, it's great because you can just let it spin all day and it won't interfere with your signal. But let's start with the unboxing first. To open this up here, you can see it's got the unit inside, which looks pretty cool. It's nice big clear buttons. It's all plastic. Inside you also have a cable for charging it. It doesn't come with a brick, but most people have an abundance of charging bricks laying around. And it's got the manual and some registration information in there as well. So if we look at the actual unit, you can see here on the side, we've got a nice red power button. And then on the other side, you've got a couple different things. You've got the volume button, you've got a Celsius and Fahrenheit button, and then you also have the port for charging it. It's just a USB-C port that you can plug a cable into. Another thing, it's got a little kickstand, so if you want to stand it up outside your grill, you can. And it also has a pretty strong magnet on the back. There's a little rubberized strip right here and here, so when you magnetize it to something, you don't have to worry about marring up the finish, like if you stick it to a grill or if you stick it to your refrigerator or something. It protects it from scratching up any surfaces. So like a lot of these probes nowadays, you can control your set temperatures and you can monitor the cook right here from the unit. If I turn it on here, you can see, I don't know if you can see it there. You can see it just says off because I haven't removed the probes, and gives you some information. And there's a set of buttons down here for selecting temperatures and setting the temperatures for your meat and stuff like that. But like a lot of thermometers, this also has an app that's available that you can connect to, and you can monitor it from your phone, which is really, really handy. So let's go through the process of setting up the app right now. So setting up the app is pretty straightforward. Inside of the package, you'll find a QR code you can scan, and from there you can either select Android or the ISO iPhone app. Click on it, download it. Once you go in, it's going to ask you things like create a account. So pick a email account you want to use. It'll send you a confirmation email that you have to click on to verify that you're who you say you are. And then from there, you can just add a device. turn on the base station, and you should be able to find it. Make sure your Bluetooth and everything's turned on, but it'll show up in the app. Connect it, and then from there you can do all sorts of things. You can control the set temperatures. So like, let's say you're cooking a brisket and you want to take it all the way up to 205 degrees, you can set that temperature in there. Or if you're doing a steak and you like it done to about 135, whatever it is, you can set the temperature in there and you'll get an alert when your food is done. Some people aren't fans of using an app to set their phone. They just like to have the base station. This is pretty relatively easy to set. There's a set button, a couple arrows up and down, and then an OK button. And when you get to where you want to be, you press OK, and then you can change your temperature right from there, and so on. Press OK when you're done. Pretty straightforward. The probes themselves have 6 sensors inside of them. There's 1 sensor out here to monitor ambient temperature, and then there's 5 that go along the inside here. And a lot of times people are like, what's the point of having 5? I just want to know the temperature in the middle. Well, this actually gives you a better reading. You don't want something that's, frozen in the middle and reading, 38 degrees, and then the outside of your meat is cooked to 165 or something. This will tell you if you have some sort of disparity. Now, usually it just gets the lowest temperature, kind of averages them out, and tells you whether your meat is close to cook or not. It's a smart couple things about the probes. They're dishwasher safe, always plus, so you can chuck them in the dishwasher when you're done. They are temperature safe up to 752 degrees. So, you can use these for searing steaks if you want. You probably would be fine, unless you're doing some sort of raging, 1,000-degree sear or something. These are safe for pretty much most grilling and oven situations. These are NIST certified to a ½ degree plus or minus. So that means they will be accurate to the temperature they're reading within ½ degree up or down. NIST is the National Institute of Science and Technology or something like that. But they basically take these and they rate them. It's almost like underwriter's laboratory. They make sure that everything is accurate. So they're approved for that much of a difference. ½ degree is nothing. There are 5 sensors inside of the silver part of the probe, and then there's 1 additional for a total of 6 sensors in the ambient temperature area. So this takes the temperature of your grill, and this will take the temperature of your meat. And the cool thing about the 6 probes is you'll get a temperature, all throughout the probe. So if it's really cold in the middle, really hot on the outside, you'll know, and that makes your cooking that much more accurate. So to test this today, like I said, I'm going to be doing a couple rotisserie chickens. I just, put them on my Weber sear wood here, and you can see I put them both kind of in the same location. I'm not looking to get the same reading off of both thermometers because that would be ridiculous. It's 2 separate chickens. They'll cook at different speeds and all that. But I just want to see kind of how accurate it is by the end of the cook, and kind of get a whole gauge as to how well the signal, because that's the big thing that people complain about, is the signal's dropping out. So worked flawlessly for the cook. The way I usually do my chickens is I usually wait for them to get up to about 155. So I set an alarm to go off at 155, and then I crank the temperature up to kind of like finish the cook and kind of crisp up the chicken skin on the outside, all that sort of stuff. Last time I checked, at the time of this video, this is selling on Amazon. Just look up ThermoMaven for $109.99, so $110 for this 2-probe Wi-Fi enabled set. They also have a single probe version of this that was selling for $50, $49.99. Either one though, that looks great. They seem to be really durable. They're kind of nice and chunky. They look cool. I kind of like the red bottom, and they work flawlessly. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that thumbs up if you like the video. If you want to leave a comment, I try to get back to them as soon as I can. Of course, any inappropriate comments will be deleted. Also, make sure that you check back to my channel often. I've got a lot of new videos coming out soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.